Guys, it is Speed Freak here, back with another video. Well, this is actually a tutorial. This is a tutorial on, in my opinion, on how to run faster. So, first off, let's start with the arm movement. So let me take off my jersey here and roll up my sleeves for a better demonstration. So how I run is I run like this. I do that. Other people, some run like this, some run like that, some run like this. But in my opinion, I would put your you would want your arms, you want this one to make a V and this one to make like a kind of like, you would like want this one to make like a half of a square kind of. No. Yeah, half of a square kind of. And then you want this one to be a V and this one to be a half a triangle. I mean half a square. So you're gonna do V half square, V half square, V half square, V half square. So if you want to start off like this, then you want to make a V with this arm and pull this arm like kind of like a longer form. So you'd start off kind of like this. Your arm would be like a diagonal line and this arm would become a V. So then you do the same thing. This one would be like a diagonal line and this one would be a V. V, diagonal line, V, diagonal line until you get back to the V half square, V half square. So, now let's move on to like shoulder movement here, if you know what I mean. So how I run is, so when you do the V, you just don't want to do this. You want to move that shoulder up, like you want to have like your shoulder kind of when you're running, like this, and then like this, 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 this. So then what you want to do with your legs, if you're coming from a stance, you want to do that, like you're in like a, you look like Helen. You want to do this is a lunge, you want to do like a half lunge kind of, and then push off, and then you want to have your front foot standing on the balls of your feet and the back on the balls of your feet, and then you quickly bring this one forward and do the same motion with the arms and shoulders. So if I walk it, it'll somewhat look like this. But once you get off of your start, then you kind of, let me bring this down here for a good view. So after start, when you're running, you want to run like this, heel not touching the ground. like this. So let me demonstrate what it would look like. If I walk it, then it'd be like this. So now let's move on to another one, which is hip motion when running. So let me put this upright. So what you would want to do, so you want to do this, you would do this. You kind of want to bring your hip forward a little bit. If you bring your hip forward a little bit, that might help. Let me demonstrate that to see how it works, so then I can change it up if I need to. Not a professional giving tutorials, obviously. Yep, do not do that. Do not do that. Do not click off this video because I did that and do that. So, now let's move on. So what some people do is they run like this, with their hand out like this, like that. But what I do, what makes me and the fastest kid that I know, they run with a fist locked and closed, like this. Like this. Actually, on the arm movement, you can bring that half square out a little like this, so it'll look like this. So I play football, okay? So when I'm running with the football, it is not called rugby. It's football, American football, not soccer. So when I have the football, I have it locked up, obviously. And I still do the same thing, when I start running, I'm like this, and then I go to that extended half square a little bit. Bring this to a V, half square, V, half square. So that's how you would want to do it. So, is there anything else? Now, let's work on, let's go over some stretches so you don't tear a hamstring or Achilles injury or any kind of injury in that matter. Hold on a sec. So one, you'd hold, I'd do this for a bit. Like, do that stretches out right here. Same thing with here. If you can't balance, just look at a certain point on the ground that you are on, and that'll stretch right here. And another good stretch to do is this, that gets right here for a bit, and then do this for a bit, that gets right there. And for a little bit of the arms, you can do this, that gets to that shoulder, this, that gets that shoulder, that'll get right here. So you can look up anything if I'm wrong, but that is a tutorial on how you could get a proper form when running and how to run faster. So have a good day, y'all, and peace out.